Well, there's a truth and an untruth to that. What people usually mean by saying everything is the same is, I think, arrant nonsense. Since most of the religions of humankind are, among other things, framed in different languages, the best you would ever say is the way I've translated several religions into English. The words have turned out to look the same. It says nothing about the religions, it says something about the act of translation. And so, to the degree that, as far as I know, religions are language systems, those language systems remain as different from one another as language systems are. Now, if you go up to a very high order of magnitude, if you're a professional linguist, and language is now a category that you have made up to help your work, there are ways in which all languages are in fact the same. They all have syntax. They all have certain grammatical features. They all have certain things they do with nouns, so they don't do them the same. They still will notice them in most languages, not in all. And so if you look at religion, as I do, as something that is not out there, people are not going out there, and if you ask them what they're doing when they're cutting the head off a chicken or jumping into water or eating a cracker or something, they will never answer you, I'm doing religion. So that religion as a category that we make up as scholars and say, no matter if you're cutting the head off a chicken or jumping in water, we know what you do not know, that you're doing religion. At that level, there is a lot of similarity between religion, but the similarity is the scholar who's created the category in the first place. I remember I had to give a talk once to a group of students at an ethnic fair, and they took me out for dinner, and I said, well, you know, I got a choice. I can tell two different stories. Which one would you like to hear? Now, we're very different from one another. That's after a while, I think they were holding an ethnic fair. We're all very different from another, but we're all the same under the skin. Which story would you like? They all voted for the we're all the same under the skin. So we have this enormous desire to somehow celebrate difference and yet say that difference is in some sense superficial and misleading. But the only way you can do that is to ignore the world as it's given to you and invent some category that allows you to say that. There's no natural similarity among religions.